For the inverse tangent function, the original function is actually 1-to-1 if we look at only one period of the original tangent. We don't have to do too much here. It's going to be that familiar portion of the graph where it is 1-to-1 from negative pi over 2 to positive pi over 2. And when we switch around all of the x and y values, then we actually get an inverse function. So this is passes that vertical line test that we need for a function. And the output values, the y values, come from quadrant 4 and from quadrant 1. And just like sine, since we go from 0 to minus pi over 2, just like sine, we're going to go from negative 90 degrees to positive 90 degrees. And because the endpoints are asymptotes, we won't actually get out an angle for the endpoints. But we think about quadrant 4 angles as being negative, because we go from 0 to negative pi over 2, from 0 to negative 90 degrees. So for the original function, we were restricting our original function to have a domain from minus pi over 2 to positive pi over 2, not including the asymptotes, those endpoints. So for the inverse function, that domain will become the range. So the angles that we choose from come from quadrants 1 and quadrants 4, where the angles in quadrant 4 are considered to be negative angles. So very similar to the idea of sine. So here we are looking for an angle, and we're talking about arctangent of 1, so we want to figure out an angle from quadrants 1 and quadrants 4, who have a tangent value of 1. So if we recall, we have a positive 1, so the answer has to come from quadrant 1. And to find tangent, we divide y divided by x. And any number divided by itself would be 1. So this would end up with a tangent value of 1. And that angle would be that pi over 4 family. So the y value that we're looking for, that angle that we're looking for, would be pi over 4. Now what if our angle is negative, or what if our tangent value is negative? So now we're looking for an angle, and it's quadrants 1 and quadrants 4, so one of those two quadrants, that has a negative tangent value of negative pi over 3. So remember this, we're thinking about the y divided by the x. So in order to do y divided by x and get negative square root of 3 basically over 1, that would be our pi over 3 family, so that's negative pi over 3. So we think about that angle from quadrant 4 as being a negative angle. So the answer for that would be negative pi over 3.